A hearing is scheduled for this Thursday regarding a lawsuit filed by Speech First against the University of Central Florida. The lawsuit claims the university is violating the First Amendment. The executive director of Speech First, Charisse Trump, explains.
The discriminatory harassment policy and the bias response team policy, and then also we had a computer network policy, which was actually granted to us at the district level because the terminology used in the school is essentially trying to restrict what email students could send to one another, which, at a public university, a taxpayer-funded institution, this flies right in the face of the First Amendment.
Meanwhile, Mark Schlueb from UCF said this in a statement. The University of Central Florida has a long history of supporting free speech and open expression and believes so strongly in that right. It is guaranteed in the first paragraph of our student rules of conduct. The right of all students to seek knowledge, debate ideas, form opinions, and freely express their ideas is fully recognized by the University of Central Florida. The rules of conduct will not be used to impose discipline for the lawful expression of ideas. We also expect our students and employees to follow state and federal laws that guarantee freedom from unlawful discrimination, and our policies are meant to ensure that. The federal district court agreed with UCF's position, and we will vigorously defend that decision before the federal appeals court. UCF is not the only school with an open lawsuit from Speech First. Virginia Tech is facing one too.
You see compelled speech on campuses where students are forced to abide by some sort of ideology that they may not agree with. And so this is actually again, this is not a healthy environment to go to college in. You're not going to develop really strong convictions.
Olivia Gallegos from the Wichita State University is one of the many conservative students calling out discrimination on campus.
I highlighted a conservative woman for Women's History Month, and many members of our Student Government Association at Wichita State, as well as just general students, wanted to kick me out and have me removed from SGA as a senator. I had to sit through a 2.5-hour-long Senate Review Board hearing where claims that I harassed and endangered students were brought up. Ultimately, I got to stay in Senate. They found I did nothing wrong.
Newsmax reached out to the Student General Association at Wichita State, but did not get a response by Wednesday morning. Back to you.
All right, our thanks to Leonardo Feldman Forrest coming to us from Miami. Let's welcome in now the Executive Director of Speech First, Charisse Trump. Great to have you with us, Charisse.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me, John.
So UCF restricting student email, and then you have Virginia Tech compelling speech on campus. Where does it stop?
Well, both of these campuses are guilty of very similar policies, which is the bias response teams, computer network restrictions on emails, but also discriminatory harassment policies that will restrict speech. The student government associations on these campuses also actively try to compel students to participate in movements or ideological movements they don't agree with. And the schools rarely step in scenarios like this, like you saw with Wichita State University and Olivia.
Wow. Go ahead, Bianca.
Talk about this lawsuit. I mean, obviously you are here, and we just saw Leonardo kind of bring us all up to date, and there's a hearing slated for tomorrow. What are you hoping will be the outcome for these students whose rights are being infringed upon?
I mean, we're hoping obviously that the First Amendment is upheld. So this is something that it's a direct attack on the free speech rights of the students.
But could it actually be tomorrow where you get definitive, or?
No, absolutely not. It'll take months for these decisions to come out, but we are excited to defend our position on the case tomorrow.
I hear your frustration. It's such a low bar to hope that the First Amendment is actually upheld. But we see what you guys are up against, and students have so many resources. Specifically, we can take a look at Colorado State University. They had a sign up on campus recently that kind of went viral and talked about 17 different office resources available to students who are triggered by not offensive speech or not obscenity, but by free speech. And you talk often how they try to normalize, they try to turn free speech into hate speech.
Yeah. I actually thought this was a joke when I first saw it on Twitter, but it's not. And it's just like you said, they are now taking terminology like free speech and actually turning it into something that's a severe negative, to the point where students would need to not only go in and get some sort of counseling treatment from administrators, but also to somehow tattle on each other or report one another for offending them by by just exercising their free speech rights. So they are trying to take free speech and turn it into something that is very negative, because they know that's what the right uses as our stance for the First Amendment and for our rights.
We often talk too about school boards banning certain books here, but we also see this happening at the university level. And I wanted to specifically talk, there was a university in the UK, and they slapped a trigger warning on George Orwell's 1984. George Orwell there's a lot of great British writers, but one of the most important British writers relevant to today, but this is the stuff they're slapping trigger warnings on.
Right.
Like pornography is okay in Loudoun County, Virginia.
I know.
It's also banning V for Vendetta. So it's like there's a theme here with this
there's
school.
clearly a theme. Both of these stories paint really clear pictures of what tyrannical regimes look like when they are successful and when they have these security states. And, to want to protect students from applying that to today's world, from thinking about the signs that are overlaying with what's happening around them today, or through, the lens of identity politics. These are things that the schools want to protect them from because they want to be able to manipulate them as much as possible.
Yeah. It always seems that it's the conservative voice that gets silenced, as we saw with that one student. But, you can have Planned Parenthood doing all sorts of symposiums, even at younger age schools. Why is it that it's okay for one group but not the other to have free speech?
I mean, universities have notoriously kind of been more left-leaning. We've seen this over time. I think there was a survey that came out a few years ago with how much money was given to the Democratic Party versus the Republican Party by university faculty, and they saw that it was overwhelmingly Democratic. And that's something that we've kind of just accepted and acknowledged, and students oftentimes will kind of modify what they write in their papers, for example, to appease their professors. Other times, they'll just keep their heads down and censor themselves. I mean, FIRE came out with a report at the end of last year that said 80% of students admit to self-censorship. Wow. And this is something that is mind-blowing, because we can't have students that are just willing to complacently keep their heads down and not really develop convictions that they're willing to stand up and fight for. Yeah,
they'll self-censor themselves when it comes to political discourse on campus, but there's not a lot of self-censorship going on these kids' social media sites. I digress. But when you look at what's happening, I mean, that was Northampton University in the UK, what's happening to these other institutions. I know, Bianca and myself, we have kids we're saving for college right now, and you wonder what you are saving for. Are you saving to send your kid to some institution where they're going to get indoctrinated with this leftist tripe?
Right, that's my advice to students is, you're adults now, you're autonomous. Don't let the universities treat you as if they're still your parents and they get to manipulate your environment and control everything around you. Know the laws, know your rights, know what the policies on your campuses are, know of any red flags that you see, and come to organizations like Speech First and tell us the red flags, and so that we can help you take legal recourse, because there is a legal path here.
That's great advice.
Because in the case of the University of Central Florida, it sounds a lot like Big Brother, doesn't it? Monitoring emails.
It does, yeah, and that was granted to us at the district level by the district judge, because the language that was used and the restrictions was very broad and very subjective, and that is something that the judge agreed with us on.
Well, keep up the good fight, Charisse. I know you're up against 17 different bodies and boards at Colorado State University and the like, but free speech is such an important and precious thing.
Completely agree.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, Charisse Trump for us, the executive director of Speech First, the First Amendment.
And still ahead, we're watching this developing story at this hour. Canada's Freedom Convoy going strong, and tow truck companies refusing to tow trucks in Ottawa. There's been bridge closures and openings.